Okay. All right. Good morning. It is a Wake the F Up Monday. It is Monday, April the 29th, 2024, 6 minutes after the hour. You know the deal. Welcome to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring the Wake Up Team with the Queens, SennyJ. The chat room is wide open, or you can call in. The number's 570-982-6950. Broadcasting live on all social media platforms, every single one of them. Very easy show to find. You can also Google the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Pops right up. Links are right there. And you can definitely watch this show. We strongly suggest you like, share, follow, and subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. We would love to spread this morning love to everyone. And speaking of morning love, this is where you get your morning love. But most importantly, it's the only place in the universe on this earth where you get your morning started right. To the Queen, SennyJ, good morning. God bless. Good to see you, young lady. And how are you?
Good morning, Shawn. I'm doing great. Good morning to everybody listening. We have an amazing show for you today. We are going to get started with Senny Says, where I will let you know what has been happening in Hollywood and entertainment news. We're also going to have front page news with SennyJ, where I will let you know what is going on locally, nationally, and globally. So you want to make sure you stick around for that.
Yeah. Thank you so much, SennyJ, for sharing it. And also thank you for the way you just delivered it. Now, now I want to say this. And please like, share, follow, subscribe to the Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Feature Wake Up Team. Before we get into it, we got action packed show on a Wake the F Up Monday. Now, we weren't on air Friday because our queen, the beloved SennyJ, wasn't feeling well. Okay, because we knew that last week she wasn't feeling well, but she was powering through right through these shows throughout the week. And I want to give the Queen SennyJ a round of applause for that.
Oh, Shawn,
And then
stop.
and
Thanks.
and and now that she's feeling a little better, she looks good. She's almost 100%. We are so happy for her. So, Senny, congratulations on your slow road to recovery. And I'll get into asking you, how was your weekend in a minute. And this is a two-parter. And
Nice.
now if you see Cindy J right now, she has took advantage of all the what this application has to offer as far as backgrounds. Uh uh she looks like a little bit of a robot right now. She got the background. She looks like one of those weird like IG videos with the persons in the little lower box, and then they have the whole background. So Cindy,
Right.
uh two part. Thank you. Now, Cindy, is that your living room, Cindy? Could you
Yes.
describe where you at right now? How's your house?
Well, Shawn, this is the perfect time. I figured I'd let you guys know.
Where did you move to?
I just recently redecorated my house. So this is the living room. As you can see, I have an extensive library somewhere over here in the back.
The black folks
My
haven't had black folks haven't had libraries in 20 years. You got your encyclopedias in the background. What else you got back there? You got a coffee table?
I got a little coffee table. It looks like some rocks, some pine cones or something on there. And then if we move it over,
Oh my
um,
God.
I have my little couch over here, have a little fireplace. We haven't been using the fireplace in a little bit. It's been warm outside. So, I figured, we've been doing this show for so long. Might as well let everybody into my humble abode. So there you guys go. Um, and it's lovely to be here. It's lovely to film in a new location. So.
Well, say congratulations on your new place. It looks beautiful. Are those hardwood floors that you have, CJ, or is that carpet? What's going on there? I can't see.
It's a little we got a little hardwood floor, little linoleum plating, something like that. It's different. It's really different. So thank you for that.
No, well, good, Cindy.
Have this too if you work hard.
Yeah, I know. Good. I got to work harder because I would love to have that ceiling in the background
And you
that
see,
that
we have
fit.
nice like recessed lighting. Is that
Yes.
what it is? Skylighting?
Yeah,
Yeah,
you got
like
the skyline. You got
you know.
the 47-foot ceiling with the skylights and you have like little trophies on the mantle I see,
Period.
and this
That's
is the
cute.
good look. I'm so happy for you, Cindy.
I mean, thank you. It's
Okay, cool.
you gotta make your house a home.
Right,
So
and
that's what I
and
like
this
to
is
do.
and this is the world that we live in today because it's all about animation and it's all about the bots. It's all about the robots. It's all about AI. That's all this is. And for
It's
all you older folks like me that's listening to this show and support the show, which we truly appreciate, even at my elderly age, y'all better get with the times. It's the times of the robots, okay? It's the time of the bots. It's the time of the AI. Some of us are at the age now where, thank God, some of y'all have retired. This is the retirement morning show, SennyJ.
I mean, am I home or am I not?
Right.
I'm tired of these Zoom conferences, different calls, and you got to be in your house. You got to have a certain background. Nah,
Right.
this is where we at.
Right.
This is where the
But,
meeting is taking place. Don't worry
right.
about where I'm at, George.
That's right.
Don't
Right.
worry about it.
And
Okay.
if you switch it up and you in a beach in Acapulco tomorrow, then that's fine as well and mind your business.
Then that's where we at.
It's not where we're from, it's where we're at. Exactly.
And this is where I'm at today.
And I'm gonna tell you right now, and it doesn't matter what type of skill set you working with, how many years you went to college and all that, and no disrespect to higher education, it's too late. The robots have taken over. I'm telling you right now.
Period.
You if you are in denial about this, you're going to be left behind, and we don't want you to do that. Okay, you can see on your phone right now if you go on social media or you go on the internet. It's your phone has the application has the ability to ask you any kind of you can ask any question you want, and it will give you 17 answers back. Okay, okay. Two generations from now, you have the driverless cars. They're still trying to push that. They're going to have waitresses in restaurants. That's gone. Regular clerical work, forget about it. That's gone. That's gone. 5 years from now, all of y'all run into an office. That's done.
Period.
Because what's going to happen is the AI is going to take your job. I'm not saying. Listen. I'm just giving you the forecast. We know what we need to do.
But you know what? The benefit of that is there are so many. I'm about to take a course. I'm about to take this IT course for 6 weeks on Google and become an IT. Like, that's the beauty of it, though. There are so many jobs right now. And that's the disconnect we're having right now. It's because it's happening so fast that people that are used to traditional jobs, they can't make the switch over to the new cyber world we're about to be in. But all you got to do is take a little course and, work on cloud systems or something. That's the thing. If you can take away anything from this, don't get left behind.
Right.
I
That's what I.
remember
Yeah.
that's
I'm
what you
sorry.
say, right?
Yeah. Don't get left my guy. I mean to interrupt, but go ahead. Say that. Won't continue
No.
on.
No, that's when I first started working. I remember, older people that I used to work with complaining about computers all the time and all this other stuff. And it's like, listen, Janice, if you don't get this, you're going to get left behind without a job. Okay. You're going to be out there spinning signs on the corner.
Right.
So,
And that's the new hustle because let me tell you something. These robots and these AI animations, they need tune-ups too. They need to be checked on. They need maintenance. Okay, they need certain speeds. There's going to be a whole new industry for all of us to be involved in. If you're at a certain age, that you could do or do a little side hustle where you can do like an AI repair, robot repair. You know what I'm saying? Tune-up repair, relationship. Because listen, this is what's happening here, and y'all better jump on this. You know what I'm saying? Your robot is going to need a transmit, oil changes, all of that. It's going to be, listen, get with the program now. I mean, if you're at a certain age and you're done, then you're done. God bless you. You made it. But if you still want to hustle in these streets, and even if you are retired, there's 25, SennyJ is absolutely right before we start the show. there's going to be created 25,000 other side hustles with AI related, bot related. And I tell you, remember, let's go back to the history books. Remember, SennyJ was always saying, remember with COVID, Senny was like, this is a great opportunity to get some money. While all of y'all was huddled up in the corner reading your Bibles, eating your onions, ready to die. SennyJ was the only one that wasn't taking the medicine and said we could get some money out here. and what happened? What happened? Everybody started getting money, whether it was legitimate money or PPP money. And this is the same thing that's going on now. Don't get left behind. Get your little AI side hustle on.
Y'all better sign up for a course.
Take that little 5-week course to be certified for the bullshit. Because then you're going to make some money. And then you meet some weird dude, some weird white guy named Calvin, and he going to give you the mathematics. But there's going to be lots of money out here. So yes, AI is going to take a lot of these jobs away. We already saw it in real time. We haven't seen a toll collector in 5 years. They're done.
I thought the
Tell me when the last time you seen a toll collector, and I'll tell you a lie. Those people are gone. Customer service guys are gone. 90% of those guys are gone because we got to go through the animated system 38 minutes before we speak to a real person. Why you think that is?
I hate that. That's the switch I'm not. That's the switch I'm not here for.
Why not? Explain, sir.
I want to talk to somebody. I want to talk to somebody about the problem because the AI prompts never give you what you're looking for. It's always like, and then like I'm at like, or when you're giving your name, right? Some of them are really advanced. Where if I say my name, they repeat it back, and I'm like, okay, your system's up to date. But then there are the other systems. I say your name, they don't understand it, so then they want you to type in each letter and then confirm it. Like that. Like it's going to take us 10 minutes just to get through my personal information just so then you can take me on to the next thing. That's what I hate because it makes the call longer because certain voice technology features, everybody's not on the same page with that. So it takes longer. So, but I am getting kind of okay with a lot of companies have the chat service feature. So that is kind of helpful, but it's annoying as well. So we'll see how it goes.
Welcome to the show, guys. Only place on earth where you get your morning start right. Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team with the Queen. She's right here, SennyJ, in person, and we're in her living room. Now, you said something real key before we start. I'm going to ask you how your weekend was, and we'll go into that, and then we get into the show. And welcome to everyone in the chat room. Senny, let's give a round of applause to the people in the chat room right now. Come on, let's show them stuff.
I'll give more of a round of applause when all of you in the chat room share. Thank you. Please share the show. We appreciate you.
And let's get those fingers working. I want to see the hearts in the chat room. Where the hearts at in the chat room?
I saw 4 shares on Friday. I was like, what the hell is going on? Thursday.
I want to see some hearts in the chat room, guys. You said the key word just now, Queen SennyJ, which is definitely a contradicting factor in it creates this turbulence. And you know what it is, what you just said, SennyJ the Queen? Everybody, did you hear what she just said? I'm gonna tell you what she just said. She said, and not only that, she said it from an emotional place. She said, Shawn, we just want to talk to somebody. Talking to somebody days are over. That's done. Only reason why we really want to talk to somebody is just to extend that time so they don't cut none of our services off. That's what we really want to talk about. We want them to feel our emotional pain about what we're going through. Because a real person can identify with it, not the AI. The AI, they're not gonna identify, they're gonna give you some more time. But the talking to people, that's why you come here in the morning time, so you can talk to us. But when it comes down to AI, the emotional part of AI is not there. There's no sympathy. There's no compassion. And that's where we need to, as a society, to go back to our core roots of the discipline that our parents have taught us, the loving, the caring, and the sharing. We, as human beings, have to continue that tradition and those behaviors. Now, AI will give us suggestions on how to do it, because you can literally type in, how can I be a better person with AI? And then we'll give you 17,000 suggestions. But that's what we have to do. Cindy, what are you doing? What are you playing with?
Oh, okay. No, I was giving myself some more light. It's a
Okay.
little dark in here. Oh, okay.
So the new side hustle is AI. The traditional side hustles are still there. You could be a travel agent, book trips. You can sell cookies. The kids could still, are the kids still selling cookies outside? I don't know.
I think some of
But
them
then,
are, but I think it's mostly online. But go ahead. Sorry.
yeah, but I'm just saying, so the traditional side hustles are gonna, some will still endure the test of time, and others will fade out. But then there's an abundance of new side hustles that will hit the landscape in the next 5 years. And I think all of us should take advantage of it. And most of these side hustles will be animated, working online, working from home, or you could do a side hustle while you're doing your regular job. Come on, let's clap for that. Come on.
Yeah. It up.
Like manual labor, some of the manual labor will still continue. Obviously, I don't think robots can build buildings or whatever or take them down. So a lot of that is safe, but those are for younger folks, obviously. And then, these small business opportunities and working for yourself, like a man like me, these are abundant opportunities for all of us. So I say this on a Wake the F Up Monday. Even though, and for me, I'm never comfortable. I'm never comfortable in salary. I'm never comfortable on where I'm at in my career, because I always want to see that there's more out there. There's got to be more opportunities, more. Never get comfortable. Never. Go on out there and get all the money and learn something, even when you're 6,000 years old. Never get comfortable. So there's a lot of opportunities moving forward on a Wake the F Up Monday, where you can get your side hustle on. There are people side hustling that are millionaires now. There's people on side hustle to be a millionaire. You can never have those opportunities 20 years ago, 30 years ago. 30 years ago, a side hustle was a part-time job you worked on the weekend or after work for 2 or 3 hours. That was the old side hustle. Now, side hustles are actually businesses. Like for example, and then we'll move on. For example, the person who created that background for SennyJ, that's some side hustle right there. Look at that.
There's millions.
It's a thought. It's a thought. And then they put some money together, and look what happened. And now they got Cindy looking crazy, like she's somewhere in Vail, Colorado, at a ski lounge. You look like you're in the reception area of a ski lounge. Welcome to the show, guys. I'm the place on earth where you get your morning started. Right, Shawn Harvey Morning Show. Wake up team with the Queen, SennyJ. Cindy, let's give everybody a report now, folks. Look, LaShawn Haynes Jones says, I need a side hustle. Exactly. It's not that
one, LaShawn.
It's not that you need. You probably do need a side hustle, but more importantly, it's like you see everybody else side hustling, so you want to get a side hustle. That's a lot of that as well. Everybody in the chat room should have a side hustle. I don't care how old you are.
Please.
Everybody should have a side hustle. Even if you don't need the money, just to have a passion to do something else.
Listen.
Come on now, let's get the money.
LaShawn, you're always traveling. Why don't you be like a travel agent or something? There's plenty of people that do that, putting together trips for people.
Shawn Harvey got 48,000 side hustles. Everybody should have a side hustle. Just a little something, anything.
No. Why are you... Listen, you always encouraging other people to work hard. Like, Find one thing that you can make money doing where you don't have to put in that much work,
No,
and then go live your life. That's the type of time I'm on.
no,
I don't
no,
know all of
no,
this work and then side hustle, and that's how people are dying.
no,
Okay, especially black
no,
people. That's why we're dying.
no,
Hypertension and all of that,
no,
stressing out. Y'all need to sit that
no,
ass down.
no, no,
That's what
no,
y'all need to do.
no. Don't listen to the. No, I gotta stop you. Don't listen to the queen.
Okay, you want to have
Don't
Shawn
listen to the queen.
Harvey face?
Get
Keep
out
side
there
hustling.
and move that.
Keep gigging around.
Yo,
No, sit your
yo.
ass down. Go find an island somewhere and chill out.
Now this is somebody that's talking from a background is somewhere in Denver, Colorado. Let me tell you something. Don't
Chill
listen
out,
to the
dude.
queen today. Don't
Chill
listen.
out,
Listen
dude.
to your
Chill
uncle.
out, dude.
Listen to your uncle. You sit out there and you try to earn as much money as you can while you on this planet. And you sit there and you keep moving around and don't you sit your ass down. You talk about hypertension, high blood pressure, and health. We cause that mess. We cause that because we can't keep our mouth shut and we eat all the time and we have a bad diet.
Well,
Get out there
why are we hustling till we die? Why? We can't take none of that stuff with you. So what are we doing?
because
What
it's
you need to
time.
do? Get out of America,
Oh my God.
where your standard of living is up here. Get to some place where your standard of living can be right here and chill.
Cindy,
That's what all it is should be teaching y'all.
Cindy, you
Relax.
talk, Cindy, you're talking like a 22-year-old rock star that's trying to make a band. No, that's not how this works. Everybody, get out there. Look, you just chill. Yo, where the
That's
blunt at?
because you're coming from a different generation. You got that ingrained in your brain. Like, no, like
Get
relax.
this. Go out there and keep. See, time is precious. Okay, we already know that, especially when you get this age,
Oh Lord.
and
Yeah,
you want to
and you
keep.
want to spend it
Yeah,
side hustling.
yeah, I want to spend the time productive. I want to be outside. I want to connect with people. I want to make money. I don't want to sit around and chill. I don't have no time to be chilling right now. Let's
Mhm.
everybody, if you gotta hustle, continue hustling with somebody. I think D'Lo said she had two side hustles. Everybody hustle out here in these streets. Keeps your brain moving. It keeps your awareness level up. You're not bored because
Do
boredom will
do
kill. Let me tell you something. Boredom will kill your ass faster than anything else. A lot of
read a
people bored
book.
out here and they do dumb shit.
Get a Sudoku puzzle. Keep your mind sharp.
Well, welcome to the show, every Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Team with the Queen SennyJ, only place on earth where you get your morning start right. Senny, before we move on, how was your weekend?
My weekend was very uneventful. I laid up in the house. I made my kids clean. I supervised. And I just was working on getting better. I was just relaxing, literally watched a lot of Law and Order. And I I found out I did go to the doctor. They told me everything I already knew, but I did find out that I had the flu. Strain B, apparently. So I'm just getting over that. So I still have a little cough, still feeling a little lethargic, but the fever, the chills, night sweats, all that other weird stuff is gone. So I'm happy about that. But now I think my daughter is sick, which is kind of annoying because if she stays home from school, like this is the beginning of their last quarter. So, and clap it up for my baby, y'all. She made high honor roll this year. She has a 92 grade average. So, shout out to my boo, she gets it from her mother. And so she's she's finishing up the fourth quarter, and I don't want her to miss that much school because when you're behind in school and then have to catch up, I feel like it's going to be overwhelming for her, but whatever, we got to do what we got to do. But she went to school today though, because she doesn't have like full-blown symptoms, but she said she doesn't feel well. I was like, okay, well, I was like, let's see how today shakes out. So, but that's all. But I'm better. So thank you guys for all the prayer warriors, all the everything y'all did to help me get better. I appreciate it.
SennyJ, I'm glad that you're feeling better. Everybody, SennyJ criticized me for I kept pushing her to go to the doctor, and she said, "Shawn, I don't want to go to the doctor because they're gonna tell me they already gonna tell me what I already know." And I was like, "Well, how can they tell you what they already know when you don't even know what's wrong with you?" And then she went and you just heard a strain B flu, uh, and at least she found that information out. And I said to her that it was not a waste of time going to the doctor, but you can't tell these young folks anything. So I yield back because I can't fight with CJ. This is a grown ass woman. But I'm glad that she went to the doctor because she did find out that exactly what was wrong with her. It was all a speculation. Now, thank God she's on her road to recovery. She passed it on to her daughter, and her daughter went to school today. So let's give a special shout out to SennyJ for being the worst parent on earth today. She told her daughter to take that 92 average right to school and spread the love.
Because how I get it. Somebody gave it to me. How I get it. Probably from work.
Guys, welcome to the show, Shawn Harvey Morning Show, featuring the Wake Up Team, only place on earth where you get your morning started right on a Wake the F Up Monday. Cindy, my weekend, guess what? I thought about all you guys in the chat room this weekend. And I tell you why. Friday night, I went to Atlantic City to do a comedy show for a group that was going away for the weekend. And the group stayed at the Claridge Hotel. That's the hotel that we stayed in. Remember when you came with us for the weekend and you didn't have a room and LaShawn Haynes Jones saved your ass because you was technically homeless. And I think you also stayed with Lynette Serrano. I think they both had. Remember that hotel?
Yeah.
Cindy, we stayed in that hotel. That hotel, jokingly, they call it the Section 8 of hotels in Atlantic City. Because that's where all the neighbors hang out.
I can see why.
And then when I was there, I was like, I thought about the time that we all went down there a few years back during COVID.
True.
And the place was packed. Y'all remember, guys, putting them on chat room? You remember y'all came down with me and we all went down to the Claridge Hotel. Sitting in my hotel room, I had 2 homeless people staying with me. In this Claridge Hotel. Y'all put it on one chat room if y'all know what I'm talking about. And you know, we had a great time. The promoters were awesome. I think the promoter got a little mad at me because I got on stage and started talking about the hotel. And I wouldn't stop. And everybody was laughing because they kept laughing. I kept talking about it. Put it on one chat room if y'all remember when we went down to the Claridge Hotel and SennyJ was running around drunk as hell with no room to stay in.
Shout out to Vanetta. I did end up staying with Vanetta. Yeah, exactly. Because why did I go if I didn't have a room? It was weird.
No, because that's the way you get down. You just show up. You didn't. SennyJ didn't have a bracelet, nothing. I had to get everything for SennyJ because even though we all running in the group, the organizers didn't know who Cindy was. Some of them did.
I think I was planning to just come for the show. And when I got there, you was like, "Nah, you gotta stay."
Yeah, that, and you know what? And was it fair? Was that fair to me to run around just to make sure that she was okay? And I had a room, but the room was with a dude. I don't even think I stayed that night. I think I left.
And I know you were like, "Do you need a room?"
and shout out to Lynette Serrano. God bless her. Lynette and LaShawn Haynes Jones, who have like 6 million points at these hotels. I mean, all the hotels on the strip. Lynette Serrano I was in the line to check in.
I know.
And Lynette Serrano pulled up with her preferred VIP, whatever.
Word.
Cindy, they ushered her up to the front. She got her room key and all and everything. they violated the guy came, took her bags, and whooshed her away. And while I was still standing there, and I was like, wow, uh, this is amazing. So when I was at the hotel over the Friday, I thought about you guys because we were all there, and it tickled me. Then Saturday night, Cindy, I was in South Jersey performing. I was opening up for the R&B legend Case.
Oh, Case is still performing. Okay, Case.
Still outside, still in these streets. Listen, everybody got to work. I don't understand what people these especially these 80s, 90s R&B singers today. They are out here working just as hard as us. Don't get it twisted.
What he's
These people,
singing?
say that again.
What he's saying?
He sang all his classics, and then he sung some sing-alongs, some R&B sing-alongs that we all know and love. And he had, listen, he had a great set. We did 2 shows. And then he said, Shawn, I got to go to the next place and I got to work again. So now we're in South City. I didn't even know this was a last minute job. I get a lot of last minute jobs. I got the job the day before at 11 o'clock at night while I was in Atlantic City. The guy goes, yo, we need you to open up for Case. I was like, I'm there. And I was supposed to host a 42nd wedding anniversary for my good friend Melvin in Harlem. In Harlem, yes, and on Saturday night. I was supposed to be in Harlem. 42 years marriage with his wife. I've known him and his wife for 40 years. I know everybody at the place. I know at the event. I know for since we were going to school together. And I said I would do this for him because he's a good friend of mine, and he supports the show, and he brings people to our podcast, and he's just a good friend of mine, and he's a great person. But when I had to call him to let him know that I couldn't do it at the last minute because they called on me to do this show, there was a bit of anxiety there, SennyJ, because I've known this man for so long, so many years. I love him to death. He calls on me to host his 42nd anniversary and in Harlem on Saturday night. And
and you let him down?
And I went, no, saying, don't do that. Don't do that.
And you disappointed his wife and all their guests, and now he has to scramble?
I got him another. See, that's not right. I got him another comedian. And matter of fact, the comedian that he wanted, my man Kenny Wu, was actually available that night. So it all worked out.
Did it? But it wasn't his best friend that he's known over 40 years. It wasn't that. So shout out to you, Melvin. I hope you guys had a great anniversary.
Now, Senny, yes, he did. It's all he posted a lot on social media. I'm watching all this on social media, and they had a good time. But Senny, I was worried because of my long-standing relationship that I had with this guy. So when I made the phone call, because there wasn't no text, I went to the side. Remember, I was in the Claridge. I was, in the crackhead hotel. I went to the side. You got to make an important phone call, or you got to tell somebody some news. You take a moment, you breathe, you take a breath, and then you call. You ever put yourself in that situation? You've been in that situation, right? Of course you have. Yeah. And Cindy, my man Melvin picked up on the first ring. On the first ring, I thought like it might go to voicemail or I text him, bro, call me. Like it was none of that. He said, "Shawn, what's up?" On the first, the phone didn't even ring. It's just half a ring. What's up, Shawn? I said, Mel, I love you to death, man. I can't make it. I said the R&B legend, the Case, they called on me to do 2 shows, and respectively, it's paying, triple the amount that you're paying me anyway. Yeah, it was. I told him everything. You know what he said to me? He said, Shawn, I'm not mad at you. You got to pay your bills. Get that money.
The real test is, Shawn, did you go on his Facebook page yet? Did you see if it says add friends?
I'll give you one even. Well, no, it didn't say add friend. You are the worst, Cindy. It didn't say.
He can say whatever the hell he gonna say on the phone. But when you got one more spot up open on your friend list. And then go to his
Wait.
wife page too. Check his
Now
wife's page. Make sure
I
it don't
give
say
you
add friend.
I'll give you one better, SennyJ. Yesterday, I get an inbox from him. Now I see the inbox, but I was afraid to open it.
Yeah, of course you were. Because you know you
Even,
did wrong.
no, even though we had that positive conversation, and I got him the comedian that he wanted. Kenny Wu, who's a very funny comedian, like he's one of my peers and one of my brothers in the game. This man stays busy all the time, like myself. And it happened to be that he was available. So the stars and the planets, they all lined up like an eclipse.
Not the stars.
Now,
Okay.
Cindy, when I opened up the inbox, remember this was I was I was very concerned. I was very concerned. And when I opened up the inbox, Cindy, it was nothing but love. It was
Oh,
nothing but Shawn, thank you. It worked out great. Kenny killed it, blah, blah, blah. And I replied back, bro, I love you to death, blah, blah, we good. And Cindy, it worked out. It was a moment for me where I was very concerned that I would jeopardize a long-standing relationship with this man and his wife because there was a small percentage of me, like half a percent, that was about to turn down the case event, but I couldn't do it, Cindy. Sometimes, as a comedian like myself, sometimes these A-listers or these R&B stars or the legendary R&B stars, they call on you that day. And sometimes you just gotta. It's a tough choice sometimes, but that happened to me with Mike Epps. They called me that day. I had a big show to do someplace else. Smokey called me, said, "Yo, Mike want us in Boston." What am I supposed to do when Mike Epps call on you? And they paying you 4 times as much? Nah, I can't do it. I got to do the lounge tonight. I'm like, no, it's a difficult situation. But I want to say to my man Mel, thank you so much for understanding. Our friendship and our long-standing relationship is still intact. And this is two grown-ass men talking about a situation, and it was resolved. The other comedian got the money, and it all worked out. So I want to give a round of applause. I want to give a round of applause for hold on. I want to give a round of applause for grown-ass men communicating with each other and getting it right.
well, that's always good. Love always prevails.
Sharon Barnes, welcome to the show. Because relationships, I mean, I'm at the age now where, I don't know about you guys, SennyJ and Sharon. The relationships that I have with people that are close to me they're so precious to me.
Are
I mean,
they?
but the older I get, they become more important. When I was young, I didn't give a damn. You didn't like me or not. I did something wrong, or you did something wrong to me. I didn't care. I kept it pushing.
Well,
But as I'm
it seems like the relationships matter when that paper is right. So,
See, Cindy, that ain't right. That's not
all
right.
of you think twice before you invite Sean to your event because
Really,
if the
Cindy?
money's not there, neither is he.
Yo, Cindy, that's what you're getting out of this? That's what you're getting out of it.
That's all I'm hearing, bro.
That's what
But
you're hearing, Cindy?
go off.
Cindy, that's what you're hearing?
He said all that to say, get your paper right.
Yo, Cindy, are you serious right now? You didn't feel my emotions? You didn't feel, Sharon, no, Cindy.
No emotion. Get your money up, Melvin.
Well, everyone, the jury has come in.
Shout out to Melvin. Happy anniversary.
Good morning, Sydney. Wow, you on a hottie today. I love it.
I have all this pent up,
You was holding that because he was talking about the background, right?
What's going on? What's going on, Sharon?
Ooh, great weekend. Great. This comeback right here is live. It's everything. I love it.
Cindy, you got me choking over here.
Well, don't pass out because we're gonna keep the show going.
Yo, whoa, Cindy, for real.
What? Sean?
That's what you hear. I'm gonna ask you.
If by the grace of God, if I ever get married, you gonna get your invite the day of. Okay, the day of. I don't even want you to do nothing. I just don't know if you're gonna show up because I ain't paying a damn thing.
Sharon.
Yeah.
Sharon, are you hearing the same thing, Sharon? Are you? I just opened up to all of you guys.
Shawn, we don't want to hear your lies. Okay, your fake love you out here giving around everybody. Just stop. You canceled on the man the day of his thing with his wife. You threw somebody else on him because the paper was light. That's all we need to know for you. It's Sharon's turn now. Word is bond with Sharon Bond.
Sharon, word is bond. That's what it's about.
This sounds like a family. Look, this sounds like a family feud, and I ain't Steve Harvey. Go ahead on, y'all.
Cindy, how dare you put that propaganda out there like this? I just shared my feelings to you and everybody that's listening to this, how real this was to me. I said in the beginning of the conversation, the anxiety that I had to calling this guy to let him know I can't make it, and you're going to come back with the neighbor-ish?
It sounds like you're trying to clean it up. That's what it sounds like.
I wasn't clear. I was being honest with you.
For that. You need a PR person for that.
I'm taking notes.
Cindy,
okay,
as
Sharon,
a grown-ass man.
Number one, Sharon, get your paper up.
Yo, no, see, Cindy, that ain't right. Don't do that to me. No, Cindy, I shared how important this relationship was. I know this man for 40 years. I'm 59. I know him was a teenager.
You took him for granted.
So 40 years you don't care? That's what you're saying, Cindy?
40 years don't care. 40 years down the drain, if you ask me.
Cindy, don't do that. Don't do it. Guys in the chat room.
Sean, they're taking notes in the chat room.
Cindy, that's not right. Cindy.
The chat room is in Senny's house today with it.
Are you serious right now?
Yes. They said
I'm shocked.
D-Lo said you should have kept it to yourself.
Somebody said the truth hurts, Sean.
D-Lo, when on this show have I kept anything to myself?
And that's your problem. So it's always been your problem.
Cherie says she's with Cindy on this one, Sean. This chat room is on fire. Listen, word is bond with Cindy today, baby. I'm here, honey.
I'm still lightheaded. I can't be doing all this laughing. Not Prentice. How was your weekend, Sharon?
Clearly not as eventful as this one right here. This thing is hot off the presses. Hot off the presses.
Sometimes you just gotta put Shawn in his place. He don't listen. That's his problem in his old age.
Sean, what did you do to Cindy? What did you do? Come back. Get back in that picture frame. What did you do?
He was supposed to do a wedding for a friend, and he canceled on him last minute because he had to open up for case down in New Jersey because the money was better.
That was at the Boynton Hotel. Cindy, that was at the Welfare Hotel or something, right? Something.
Cindy, don't do that.
That was the Survivors Hotel. Sean, that you dropped your 40-year friend for the Survivor Hotel in New Jersey. What? Come on, talk to me. That's the Survivor Hotel.
Sharon, have you stayed at the Claridge Hotel in Atlantic City?
Absolutely never.
But you know the reputation of this hotel, right?
I've heard about it, Sean. You dropped your 40-year-old friend for the.
No. I was there the night before, regularly scheduled program. That was something totally different. The case people called me while I was there on Friday to perform for him on Saturday, the next day. But unfortunately, it was the young man, the man's anniversary. So I took the case job. And once I took the job, I called my friend to let him know that I can't make it.
And so Cindy's saying the bread won.
But no,
That's
see,
that's what it sounds like.
I'm coming in on this. I'm trying to
yeah,
gather this together. Cindy said the bread got.
Yeah, she's saying that the bread won, but that's all BS. That's not what won here. I don't know why she had to throw the money involved. I know I said that it was paying 3 and 4 times more, but sometimes it's I was in a difficult situation.
You
Was
said
I
3
wrong?
times more. Wait, 3 to 4 times more. I'm taking notes because this is gonna come back. Go ahead.
Why did I bring this shit up? Why did I even?
Oh, Shawn, did you curse just now?
Yeah.
He's upset. He's upset.
See, but Sharon, I had anxiety about it because when I called him, because my relationship is so important to him, but he knows that I'm out here hustling. I'm out here working. I'm a full-time stand-up comedian. So he understands that.
Oh, this was part of your side hustle, so he knew that you would possibly drop him.
No, he didn't know. No, he didn't know that I wasn't gonna. He thought I was going to be there. I thought I was going to be there. That was my plan, and then it got derailed by this other event.
Was it the money derailed it, or was it just the other event? I'm just going from what Cindy's saying. I'm just asking.
Cindy, I'm gonna tell you right now, Cindy, I am so mad at you right now. It wasn't about the money. It was also about the connections, working with, with this R&B star and from that we all loved back in the day, the management.
Who was the R&B star?
The R&B legend, the back in the day legend, his name is Case.
You
ever heard of Case, Sharon?
Yeah, yes, I took notes. Yeah, I heard of him. Mm-hmm.
Right. So the management called me and sometimes in any business, in any work environment, it is about relationships. It's about who you know, and you connect the dots to get to where you want to be. And my man Melvin, his anniversary, I knew everybody there anyway. Not only him, but everybody that attended. We all partied together all the way back in the days when we used to party at the Shadow on 28th Street, Cindy, before you was born.
Cindy.
You was in the 6th grade when we was partying. Tracy Ray, the Godfather, Solis, LaShawn, Haynes Jones, Naomi Johnson. Half these people in this chat room, we all used to party together, but we just probably didn't know each other. So this is how far back we go.
And so they clearly understood. You know what? I'm going to say this for Shawn. I'm happy because Shawn did my event that you were paid beforehand, because to hear her say this would make one think that you really did this. Notes.
No.
Well,
see, the thing is, the you know what? I'm gonna see. Let's call Melvin. Let's call this.
Melvin, we'll call him Melvin.
Leave him alone.
Melvin, because if Melvin gets on and Melvin makes it certifies it, then Shawn, you might lose it. Notes.
Leave that man alone. Let him go on with his life.
Put a number 1 in the chat room if you want me to call Melvin. Put a number 2 if you don't. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you want me to call Melvin. Put a number 2 if you don't.
LaShawn said Mel is cool. He understands. LaShawn, you know Melvin too?
Yeah, she knows Melvin. Yeah, thank you, LaShawn. She knows Melvin. Melvin with the blowout.
Not Melvin with the
Tracy said he
got the blowout. Yes, Melvin. When this show's over, I'm gonna tell Melvin to listen to this show. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you want me to call Melvin. Put a number 2 if you don't.
Mel.
You don't care.
All right.
Hey, Shawn, I'm gonna help you out here, Shawn. I'm gonna help you out. The Knicks won yesterday. I'm gonna help you out. I need you to get back.
Okay.
Look at that smile. That trump everything. Look at that smile.
Okay, well, listen, relationships are important. That's all. And for the folks who want that number 1 for me to call Melvin in the chat room, only thing y'all full of drama and y'all want to hear the drama. That's what it is. All right, Cindy, one quick story, and then let's go to Word is Bond with Sharon Bond
Reggie said
And
call him. Reggie said you better call him.
Mm-mm.
how many people say yes? Put number ones, not to call. How many people say number two?
Sheree said let's go. You got a lot of let's call him. They saying call him.
See, told
Oh,
you. But see, y'all two yelling out, "Don't call them, don't call them." But look at the chat room. Call them because you know why?
don't,
They
don't.
want to hear drama.
Word.
Cindy, you know
Sean, we
us
on your
black folks
team.
want to hear. Cindy, what's your first story?
We are continuing the drama with Jeezy and Jeannie Mai. Some information broke this weekend um regarding their divorce and the latest allegations between Jeannie Mai and young Jeezy. Jeannie Mai submitted court documents claiming that Jeezy had physically abused her. What a bombshell. She specifically alleges that there was an incident in which Jeezy pushed her down the stairs at the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. In the court documents, she also provides photos of alleged injuries. However, Jeezy is vehemently denying these abuse allegations. Excuse me. The rapper and author says the specific incident that she is referring to is a complete lie. Court documents state the injuries that Jeannie references are actually from a golf karting incident. There are photos and texts that Jeezy had submitted to show the full story because he's saying that the photos Jeannie Mai had several allegations. She said that there was a time at the Ritz-Carlton where he in 2022 where he pushed her down the stairs. Then she said that they were at a UNCF gala and he was verbally assaulting her in the car. And then she also said that they had a golf karting accident where he was drinking profusely and crashed their golf cart, which in turn she incurred all these bruises on herself, which Jeezy put in there that he received, that he was injured in the accident too. Um, the text messages indicate a date of June that this happened a couple of years ago. Jeezy had put out a statement saying basically that these allegations are false. He can't wait to go through with. And she also alleged that there were multiple occasions that Monaco, their daughter, got into Jeezy's bag, some bag that he has laying around, with AKs in there that she was able to easily access. And so that's why she needs to have full custody because he doesn't keep his guns secure and he's just drama and violent. So Jeezy vehemently denies this. He says that this is all he doesn't know why she's trying to slander him. He never touched her, and that we know him. Hashtag we know him. Jeezy, we don't know you. We know you as some type of coke dealer, finagler, manipulator. We don't know anything else about you, Jeezy. And from my understanding, he has several baby mamas, and he was verbally abusive with them as well. So Jeezy, please. But that's what's going on right now. Do you believe the allegations? Do you think this is just getting too messy? Do you just want it to be over? Do you not care?
Well, before I'm gonna yield my time to Sharon. I just want to say this one thing because Sharon listened and I didn't. And then we go to Word is Bond and then we're gonna get out of here. SennyJ, what you're not gonna do is stand on this pedestal in your fake ass living room and assassinate somebody's character and be judge of all. This is a woman that might be, hold on, this might be a woman that might be disgruntled because she's a bad bitch and she got cut off for no reason abruptly. And when women get cut off abruptly, they feel a certain way. And don't throw in all that. He got other baby mothers. The average black man has 2.7 baby mothers. I know I got 3 baby mothers. My oldest baby mother's 67. So you're gonna knock that off with the all the baby mothers. And this is becoming really messy And it's unfortunate that now they're both dragging their names through the mud. And was this supposed to be predicted or predictable? Yes, but I didn't know that this young lady was going to come out with all this smoke. And it's unfortunate. But you're not going to, not you, Cindy, but y'all not going to assassinate G. You're not going to do that to that guy.
Please.
All you women in this chat room have been screamed on by a man. And then you call it verbally abusive. Put a number one in the chat room, ladies, if you done got screamed on by your man, your husband, whoever you was with. You could give Cindy, give yourself a number one. Sharon, give yourself a number one. And ain't not a woman in here that a man was like, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck. All of y'all been through that. Knock it off.
Screamed on is one thing, beat on is another.
That's that, yeah. But I'm just saying, I'm not talking about the beating part. I'm not talking about the hang up. I'm talking about
that's the part she's talking about.
All that verbal abuse.
That's the part she's talking about. But you know what I have to say to it? Hold on one second. This is what I have to say to Jeannie Mai. Boo. You know why, boo? All that stuff was happening before you exposed it. And we have to stop throwing our Black men underneath a bus every time we get our feelings.
Thank you.
Stop. There's not going to be any Black men. Hold on one second. There's not going to be any Black men left. Now, I have a son, and I have to make sure that I'm conscious on both sides. I have a daughter. I have two daughters and I have one son. I have to be conscious on both sides. You know what I used to tell my son when he was going to school? If somebody hit you, hit them back. I said somebody. I didn't split the gender, right? When they get older, oh, if she hit you, don't hit her. I said, well, grab her and shake the shit out of her then. Oh, excuse me. Oh, shake her. But you're not going to lump minds up and don't get your lumps. Now, did you see, like, let's go with Neo. Did you see his sister came online and told girlfriend, I got the smoke for you. You're not going to attack my brother. I got the smoke. Like, there's family. Jeannie, my mama, as soon as they moved that mama in there, it was over. I stood. I said, oh, that ain't going to work. You move the mother in, and the mother, their culture, like, they think less of us. So I don't want to get into all that. But as soon as you move the mama in, that's what happened. Jeannie, my boo to you, because if you want something, you can get it without attacking a person's you could like assassinating their character, because if anytime, Cindy, a man can come and say that we women, we not feeding the kids, we not washing them, we not do people believe that or they don't? And then I'm gonna show some pictures of me being abused. I saw the bruises. Oh, and he got guns. So what does that say about you, Jeannie, that you're allowing your child to be in a house where there are weapons that you knew and know about? So if they take the kid away, should take away from both of them, not just one. That's my thought on it. That's it. I'm yielding it back.
Now, you know what? Thank you, because SennyJ is the queen of throwing the Black man underneath the bus. You're right. And then we all know factual that Sharon Barnes is going to protect that cub, especially that son of ours, because when he was dabbling in 40-year vagina, she shut all that down. So we already know this. But you're right. You women, not generally speaking, Black women especially, boy, y'all love to throw those Black men underneath the bus ASAP.
Are we in this case, is it throwing Black men under the bus, or are they doing things to put themselves there?
Cindy, you throw Black men under the bus every chance you can get. Let's keep it real.
First of all, I didn't say necessarily anything about Jeezy throwing him under the bus. I was stating the facts of what she said happened. Now, my thing is, Jeezy does not have full custody of any of his other kids. So, and he was fine like a month ago with joint custody. Okay. The reason why he's going for full custody is because he's trying to be spiteful. So can we really be mad at Jeannie Mai because as a mother, she's pulling out all the tools in her toolbox to make sure she gets her kid? I mean, let's be for real. I'd be doing the same thing. Now, what she was allowing in her home while they were married, I mean, she's talking about, they've already talked about these incidences to their family and to their pastor, because they were going to counseling. So she's trying to keep her family together. She also in these text messages was talking to him about his guns and possibly, having a separate residence for them and all that other stuff. So while she's within her marriage, she's trying to work on it to do the things that they need to do so that they can be amicable, so that he can stop cursing her out and calling her names and all this other stuff and not be hitting her and things like that. So she was trying to work it out. But since they're in this divorce battle and he's trying to come at her, of course she's going to put this stuff out there. And it did happen. The Ritz-Carlton incident where he threw her down the stairs, there's an incident report at the hotel. So, I mean, who am I to sit here and be defending Jeezy when we know you to be a violent individual?
But what do we know about Jeannie Mai?
But I'm gonna wave the flag for you just because you black. I told y'all this about OJ. I told y'all this about R. Kelly. I told y'all this about Cosby. I told y'all this. Just because they're black does not mean we have to hold up a flag for them. Like, what are we talking about?
We don't have to hold. We don't have to hold up a flag, but we should support them with it, because we got enough people already killing our race off. In a few minutes, ain't gonna be no black men to throw on a bus, ride a bus, take a bus, see a bus.
Exactly.
But Jeannie Mai was complicit. Jeannie Mai is complicit in all this gun and all the stuff she's saying. So she needs to be careful. Her attorneys need to tell her, because on the other side of this right here, you were there with it and you were complicit in it when all of the weapons was there. So once you put that out there, you open up a whole can of whip it ass. You did.
And I want to say this, and I apologize, I didn't hear that part of the story. And you guys, you're absolutely right. If there was guns in the location, then everybody's responsible. But I want to say this: since SennyJ got her fake living room, she's been on point this morning. Let's clap. Now, before we get out of here,
it's nice.
Before we get out of here, we got a few minutes for Word is Bond with Sharon Bond. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you're enjoying the show today. Put a number 2 if you're not. Sharon, what do you have for us today, if you don't mind? And then we're going to get out of here.
After this hot topic right here, I'm like it. I want to stay right here. I'm just going to give a good word, and then I'll save it for next week, Monday, because this right here is hot, right? But what I am going to do, one of the words that I am going to give is compassion. And compassion means viewing another person's circumstance through their eyes with the intent to do something about it. Show kindness, caring, and willingness to help others. Compassion means to show empathy by putting yourself in someone else's shoes and really feeling concerned for them. So if you get that, and we can use this compassion towards Jeezy, we can use it towards Jeannie Mai, we can use it towards Shawn. We can use it. We can use it. We can use that today. So what I decided to do was I selected that I'm going to be compassionate. I'm going to see what you did, Shawn, this weekend through your eyes, not my eyes, but through your eyes. And I'm going to be compassionate about it. And I'm going to see what you did to say, okay, I'm living this through your eyes, not through mine, because my eyes is saying something else. Like Cindy, hers is saying something else too. You took it for the bread. You know what I'm saying? Like, you ain't got that cake, keep it walking. But I'm saying it through your eyes that you called me at the last minute. Boo to you. And you wanted to utilize our friendship. Boo to you. I got something else that I'm committed to, and I'm going to stay over here and I'm going to stay true to that. So that is compassion on my end. Everybody in the chat box, if you understand what compassion is, but listen, not even understand it, try it this week. See, everybody in the chat room, put a 1 in the box if you're going to see it through Shawn's eyes. We're being compassionate to Shawn today and seeing through his eyes.
And thank you, Sharon. Yes, could you please see it through with my eyes up? Could you give me a number 1? She's right. Cindy, and thank you, Sharon. Cindy, go ahead. What you got before we get out of here?
The last story that I have is a new law that is being put into place where airlines are now required to refund passengers for canceled or delayed flights, which actually I'm really excited about. The Department of Transportation last week announced it is rolling out new rules that will require airlines to automatically give cash refunds to passengers for canceled or significantly delayed flights. Pete Buttigieg, the transportation secretary, said this is a big day for America's flying public. Airlines can no longer decide how long a delay must be, before a refund is issued. Under the new DOT rules, the delays covered would be more than 3 hours for domestic flights and more than 6 hours for international flights. This includes tickets purchased directly from the airlines, travel agents, and third party sites such as Expedia, Travelocity, and all that. The DOT rules lay out that passengers will be entitled to a refund if their flight is canceled or significantly changed, and they do not accept alternative transportation or travel credits offered. They'll also require airlines to give cash refunds if your bags are lost and not delivered within 12 hours. The refunds the refunds must be issued within 7 days and must be cash unless the passenger chooses another form of compensation. Airlines can no longer issue refunds in forms of vouchers or credits when consumers are entitled to receive cash. Airlines are going to have 6 months to comply with these new rules. The DOT said it is also working on rules related to family seating fees, enhancing rights for wheelchair traveling passengers for safe and dignified travel, and mandating compensation and amenities if flights are delayed or canceled by airlines. Buttigieg said the DOT is also protecting airline passengers from being surprised by hidden fees, a move he estimates will save Americans billions of dollars every year. So,
Um,
shout out to
Cindy,
them.
okay, well, Cindy, thank you for sharing. Now, wait, I just want to say a few things, and then we're gonna close out. Uh, don't I know we're in the middle of the year, that we're in the set going on into the second quarter of the year, but in the third quarter of the year, Shawn Harvey Morning Show featuring Wake Up Team, God willing, we're all still here. We're doing a live podcast October the 26th at Comedy in Harlem. You'll see us all there live in action. You're from out of town, you fly in. We want everybody there. We're going to celebrate. It's also going to be SennyJ's birthday. So you'll see us.
Yay.
And, when we do the live podcast, people come out and they enjoy it. So we want y'all to come on out. Now, before I yield my time back to Sharon for a few minutes, and then I'm going to then Cindy will close out with the last word. I want to say this. And I want to say this to my beloved SennyJ in her fake living room, who I love to death. Sharon Barnes, like a daughter of mine. Cindy was born in the 80s. I already had kids when she was already born. And shout out to the fake living room with those little displays on your mantle. But I want to say this. If you don't know anything about SennyJ, she's a socialist, but most importantly, she's a libertarian. She's anti-government. I'm not mad at her for that. I just want to give everybody the track record. But when she shared this story, one thing came to mind to me. Who SennyJ, God bless her, she hates to vote. She does it in distress, and she votes under protest. I'm not making none of this up. But when she shared this story, she shared it with a whole lot of glee, and she was happy about it. And as we all should be. But guess what? It was the Biden administration that came up with this law. Don't forget that. The Biden administration came up with this law. Pete Buttigieg, this guy, if I'm saying his name right, was ordered to pass all these bills. He did. And these are the type of laws that directly affect Americans every day. So in your report, I want to say this. In your report, I want to add on, if you don't mind, and it's just my opinion. Shout out to the Biden administration for taking the lead and creating a law that impacts Americans directly each and every day. Shout out to the Biden administration, because she's not going to go that deep into the story because of her anti-government rhetoric and propaganda, as the word she would use. But I want to keep it real grown right now. This was a law that affects, and all laws affect us individually, of course, but this is a type of law that affects us right there in the moment. You're going to get money back when soon as they put that thing on that board that stupid flight is canceled and it has nothing to do with the weather. You're getting your money back. And Lord knows some of us travel with no money in our pocket, and we need that money back anyway and go out, take our asses back home. How many of us have traveled without a dime in your pocket looking crazy, knowing damn well you had no business in Acapulco? You get your money back. You are not at the mercy of the airlines anymore. They have to pay you back. And I want to give a round of applause. I'm going to yield my time to Sharon, then Cindy, you will close out. I want to give a round of applause to my beloved Joe Biden and his whole crew. Sharon, I yield my time.
Whatever.
I tell you, it is amazing how when Donald Trump taught the people how to get our votes, give them a little bit and they'll give you a lot. Now it's time for re-election. Hey, listen, this airline stuff has been going on for years. I have credits with airlines that probably have expired because what am I, and then they don't give you back your full amount. They give you back a quarter of it. And so when it's time to get these votes, hey, let's give them something. So Sleepy Joe, Forgetful Joe, who is all of a sudden now remembering, let me use something out of Donald's book. Let me tell America they could get something. Now, I think last week we were talking about $30, the $30 give back, right, Sydney? Was it the government's going to give you $50 or whatever? Whatever that amount was. And now here it is. You got Sleepy Joe, Forgetful Joe, JoJo. Oh, we're going to make sure that the airlines give you back your money. Now, can you see us standing on the line waiting to get on the plane, right? We're lined up. We're all of us waiting to go to Cancun on this trip. And then all of a sudden, flight delayed. Everybody's going to turn around and run. When I say run, because we run for that money. We're going to run all the way back out there to get this refund. Forget about the flight that flew off, canceled, whatever. And so it's, for me, it's trickerage, straight trickerage. Because as soon as they get those votes, they're going to come out with some little legislation that says, oh, we have to backtrack and we have to take it back. It's just like the congestion pricing. It's always something, some way to get our money. People complaining about congestion pricing in New York. I live in the city. I got to pay to travel in the city to be in the city. That's stupid. But you know what they came up with all of a sudden? We could give you a discount. If you make under $50,000, you only have to, instead of paying $15,000, you pay $750. What? Look, excuse me, what? So, cut it out, Sleepy Joe, JoJo, and the crew. Not my buddy. I'm going to look up here. I don't even have one.
Okay.
I yield it to you, Cindy.
Yeah.
Cindy, hold on. Let me yield back to myself. And then I yield to you, Cindy. Sharon said one thing I forgot to talk about. Just really quick before we go. I know we went overtime. Guys, we're having a great show today, so we went over a little bit. Sharon, was just one thing we're going to say. Shout out to my New York Knicks. This is my New York Knicks. This is my team. I've been a Knicks fan longer than all of you.
You have been.
I've been a Knicks fan since 1974, for real. My father ordained me a Knicks fan because back in the days, parents, whatever their team was, that was your team and you had no other choice. We're going to close this thing out tomorrow. Mr. Bronson, our beloved MVP, scored 47 points, 10 assists, 3 rebounds, and we took down Joel Embiid and his thuggish ways and the Philadelphia 76ers to wrap this thing up tomorrow night in Madison Square Garden. Everybody tune in because the Philadelphia 76ers, you're going down. You're done. It's over. The Knicks, what did I say last week? I don't care about the Boston Celtics. I don't care about none of this. The Knicks are going to the championship this year. It's going down. All my Knicks fans, stand up. Great win on the road, even though 50% of the people that was attending that game last night was New York Knicks fans. And what that got to say about you, Philadelphia? Punk asses, you're scared. You can't even get tickets to the building. 47% of the people in the building was Knicks fans. When the Knicks started rallying and came back and took the lead, I thought I was in Madison Square Garden.
It's heavy.
This is real. We're going to get rid of the 76ers and we're going to move on and we're going right to the NBA Finals. Go Knicks.
What do you think about your guy, Stephen A., the flip-flopper? He was talking about y'all Knicks, and then they won. He's on there. Yeah, we won. Like, what do you think about him?
Well, he's just doing
real quick.
He's a big Knicks fan. That is without a doubt. But at the same time, he's flip-flopping because he got a job to do. But I'm just saying that there's no flip-flopping over here.
I may have a surprise for you, Shawn. I'm working on it.
Knicks.
No surprise.
We're bleeding.
Yeah.
Blue and orange. We're going to the title because this is emotional for us real Knicks fans. or any fans of any teams, you know how emotional it is for your team. We won 50 ball games, and we're about to eliminate these guys tomorrow. They're done. We're going to bring it back to the Garden. It's over. And Joel Embiid, you're such a dirty basketball player. The way you tackled Mr. Mitchell on the floor to strain his ankles, and that wasn't a flagrant 2 call. You should have been thrown out the game. Don't worry about it, because you're finished. You can score all the points you want. You're done. New York, right now, we got the momentum. We're coming home tomorrow, and we are putting you to bed. We're putting you to sleep. We're going to put the French gauntlet on you like they did the Queen Victoria back in the 1800s. We're chopping your head off. You're done. Go Knicks. Sharon, do you want to say something really quick about the Knicks? Because Cindy got
real quick. I have to say, I'm not a Knicks fan. I am supporter of sports. I love sports. I like certain players on the teams, on teams, right? And I can't say anything negative because they are one of our partners. And we get these opportunities. So I'm working on the opportunity, and if it comes through, then maybe I'll know later. I'll know maybe by like 1:00, and then you and Sydney could go to the game. Because it's not, But I do have a couple of things I'm working on. If it comes through, I'm gonna hit you, Shawn, and you may have to log on tomorrow to see it.
I'm saying before I yield my time. Go Knicks! Okay. Go Knicks! Go ahead, Cindy. You got it. Go Knicks!
They lead you to the water.
Hold on.
Cindy, they lead them to the water and then run away.
Hold on, Cindy. Hold on, Cindy. We are not the Knicks right now. We're the Knickerbockers.
No, you don't want to be the Knickerbockers. You don't want to be the Knickerbockers. That was good, Dad.
I'm tired of this.
Go ahead, Cindy. You close out with your fake living room.
I don't have anything to say. I don't watch the game. I don't know what's going on right now. But I have my last word. Don't count. Oh wait, where was it? I thought I had it. Oh, don't count the days. Make the days count.
Aw, I love you, Sydney. I love you.
Love you too, Sharon.
I love that. I love that background.
Can you say that one more time? Say that one more time.
Don't count the days. Make the days count.
Nice. All right, guys. Put a number 1 in the chat room if you enjoyed the show today. Put a number 2 if you didn't. Much love to all of you. Please, guys, on a Wake the F Up Monday, please, we pray that you're safe throughout the day and your family, and we appreciate you, and we'll see you in a few. We are out of here. Let's wave at these folks. Come on, let's wave. Great show today. Let's wave. Bye. All right, see you later.
Everybody remember to be compassionate.
That's right.